In this video, we're gonna talk about ribonucleotide reductase, also known as RNR. RNR helps in nucleic acid metabolism. This enzyme reduces these ribonucleotides to deoxyribonucleotides, which plays an important role in DNA synthesis or in DNA repair. And this reduction happens in the active site in presence of two cysteine residues, which converted to disulfide bond, and this disulfide bond is reduced to two SH groups in presence of thyroidoxine reductase with the help of NADH. And the 2' position of the NTP is reduced, and this hydroxyl group leaves as water molecule. Here is the structure of this enzyme. There are two subunits, alpha 2 and beta 2. Alpha 2 units are the catalytic subunits where the reduction process happens. Here is the active site of the alpha 2 subunit, where the important residues are shown. These three cysteine residue and one glutamic acid residue, which plays an important role. If we see the 3D model of this enzyme, the yellow ones are beta 2 subunit and grey ones are alpha 2 subunit. If we zoom into the alpha 2 subunit, we can see the active site. Here is the in alpha 2 subunit, the substrate is present in this pocket, and right beside it loop 2 is present. And in the active site, here is shown the other important residues like cysteine 439, cysteine 225, which will play an important role. At first, the start radical of the cysteine 439 abstracts a proton from 3' position, and in this way glutamic acid and cysteine oxidize these to carbonyl, and here a radical is generated, and by this process a sulfur-sulfur bond is formed and hydrogen is present here, and then again one radical is transferred, and here one radical is generated, and by this way H dot radical is generated and ready for another round of catalysis, and it is the product deoxyribonucleotide. And here is shown the disulfide bond is the active site, which pushes the product away from the active site. Actually, we will find one crystal structure where this disulfide bond formation is shown in the active site. Here we can see the disulfide bond between cysteine 462 and cysteine 225, and other residues are present in the active site. And now the question is how the radical in cysteine 439 is generated. Actually, radical transfer happens from the beta 2 subunit. The Fe2 plus and oxygen in the beta 2 converts tyrosine to tyrosyl radical, and this radical transfer to the alpha 2 subunit. The radical transfer pathway is shown here. This radical transfer happens along with proton transfer as shown like this, and the electron travels almost 35 to 32 angstrom, reaches the alpha 2 subunit. Most of the enzyme have one substrate, but this enzyme have 4 substrates. All 4 of the ribonucleotides are reduced using this one enzyme. So, and to maintain the right ratio of ribonucleotide and deoxyribonucleotides, this enzyme is subject to allosteric regulation. Besides one active site, there is an activity regulatory site known as cone domain, where DATP or ATP can bind. When DATP binds here, this enzyme become inactive, and when the ATP concentration is higher, ATP binds there and activate the enzyme again. Besides this type of activity regulation, there is one specificity regulation where DATP, DTTP or DGTP can bind and regulate which substrate can bind the active site. Here is the rule: if DATP binds to the specificity site, it alters the preference of the active site to CTP and UDP. If DTTP is bind here, the preference is GDP, and if GTP is bind here, the preference alters to ATP. And how the DATP deactivates the enzyme can be explained by this. In the active alpha 2 and beta 2 are the active ribonucleotide, where the distance between alpha 2 and beta 2 are 32 angstrom, but in presence of DATP, a donut-like ring system is formed. Distance becomes 60 angstrom, so the radical transfer cannot happen, so alpha 2 cannot do the reduction. Here is one image where in presence of ATP there is no ring, and in presence of DATP the rings are formed. So we can say the formations of rings are the reason why DATP can inhibit this enzyme. This enzyme is a important drug target. Many anti-tumor, anti-parasite, antiviral drugs are developed by targeting this enzyme. Some of them are mentioned here. And to conclude, ribonucleotide reductase is an extremely hard-working enzyme, so it meant for rock and roll. And here is a nice animation where we can see in presence of DATP, the ring-like structure is forming, and when ATP rises, beta 2 detaches from the ring and activates the enzyme.